Hey YouTube, it's Scandalous Dee with another review for Basketball Wives LA Season 3, Episode 3. British, Sunday and Jackie meet up, and they're basically talking about what happened at the party, and British is dogging out Brandy, saying she's insecure, saying she doesn't have a job, and, I'm still not here for British, because I feel like she just does the most, and she's always just trying to start drama just to get camera time, and I'm not here for her, so... And they basically talk crap about Dre and say how they don't like the fact that Dre always got to dress so skimpy. And I feel like this is just hating on Drea. They just want to call her the hoe, or her the one that's always sleeping with the basketball husbands. And I just feel like they misjudge her. And it's all jealousy between them. And they admit that she was a stripper. Sunday tells them that she was a stripper named Miami and all that mess. So then Brandy, Malaysia, and Drea meet up, and they're talking about British, and they saying that Malaysia said that she was just looking for a target, that she really, really was just trying to start a mess. And then Dre was just like, when she said she don't like you because you're classy and because, she's ghetto, that's the same thing as a white person telling a black person, I don't like you because you're black and I'm white. So she really wasn't feeling that. And I was like, well, that makes no sense. How you gonna hate somebody because they're classy and you're ghetto? That makes no sense. And Drea takes her son to the park, and she's talking about Orlando, saying, how do you like Orlando? He's like, oh, I like it. I like him. I like the big house. She's basically just trying to make sure they're on good terms because she's looking for him to put a ring on it ASAP, even though they've been dating only 6 months, which is too soon if you ask me. But, she's just ready to be a wife. Jackie meets up with her daughter, and her daughter basically tells her that she was dating somebody named Orlando, and she was just like, that's the guy that Dre is going with. And she was just like, really? She was just like, well, yeah, we were dating, but he didn't tell me that he was dating somebody. He would text me and want me to meet up with him, asking me for a head of lettuce, and I told him that I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't that type. And she was just like, wow, Drea's going to be flipping out. I got to tell her. She was like, I don't mind if you tell Drea, just don't tell Dad, that this happened. Keep this between me and you, or, I'm really not going, I'm going to feel some type of way about you telling it behind his back, even though I asked you not to. So Jackie does the exact opposite. She said, okay, I won't tell him. Leaves and goes and tells Doug exactly what happened with Orlando and her daughter. And she was like, you gotta swear not to say anything, because she said if I told you that me and her relationship would be over. And I feel like Jackie's just doing that to stir the pot. She just wants to stir up drama. She had no reason to really tell Doug. She really could have kept it between her and her daughter, but Jackie's a mess. So Drea and Orlando have this romantic night, and she's basically on lingerie, and they're on the kitchen counter, and they're getting all hot and heavy. And then she was just like, I love you, I really love you. He was like, I love you too. And then he was like, I got a gift for you. And she was just like, ooh wee, I love gifts. And when she opened the little box, it was a pair of earrings, and she was a little disappointed that it wasn't a ring. And he was just like, I'm not saying marriage is not in our future, but right now I'm not about to marry you. I'm giving you some earrings. And that was that. And Doug, during his confessionals, he meets up with somebody's boyfriend. Was it British or Brandy's boyfriend? And he basically was talking. They have this he mentors basketball players, and in his confessionals he had on some baby blue pearls. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, Doug, just come out the closet already, please, you and Jackie. Anyway, Dre and Malaysia are shopping, and then basically, for the pride party, she has to make the gift bags, and she, shopping for that, looking for candles. And Dre is just telling Malaysia how she wants Orlando to propose, and she was just like, well, yeah, you want to get married, that's cool, but I just feel like it's too soon. But go for it, Dre. Whatever. British and Jackie have a double date, and basically they trying to give them, Jackie and Doug are trying to give them some advice about how to keep it spicy so that the man won't cheat. How to, incorporate toys and, foreplay, role playing, all that. And they were a little bit out of it, like, oh, y'all do all that. We get down, but we don't really do all that. And, they basically just giving them some advice. So that was all right scene. Jackie tells Sunday about her daughter in Orlando's, or Drea's boyfriend, Orlando. And she basically is like, when you tell her, I want to be there. I want to be there. I don't care when you tell her, I want to be there. I really think, she needs to know. And basically, she just wants to be in on the drama too. Sunday, you really not fooling anybody. But, that's that. Yeah, and they basically sit up there and talk about Dre again, judge her as a whore, and I'm really getting tired of that. And Jackie's wearing this short black wig, and I'm like, Jackie, it's really making your face and everything look even fatter. Like, I wasn't feeling it, making you look older, in fact. Drea, Brandy, and Malaysia talk about, they go out for a drink and they talk about men cheating. And Brandy and Malaysia admit to Drea that, yeah, their men have cheated. Malaysia even said, I left and I came back because, that's my true love. It's a lot of perks with dealing with this athletic life. But this basketball life, football life. But at the same time, they cheat. They got groupies always, following them, trying to get with them, and they do cheat. So she was just like, oh my God, I'm crazy. I'm obsessed and possessed. And I just don't like it. I'm crazy. I will burn his house up. I'll go crazy if he cheats. I just can't have no man cheating on me. And it's just like, well, you marrying the wrong guy. If you want to marry an athlete, you got to be like, okay, you got to kind of not give him a pass, but know there's a possibility that he is going to cheat. You can't really, really get away from that, if you ask me. She said she will stalk him and all of that. And I'm like, Drea, that's not a good look. Like, you don't want to be known as a stalking chick. Jackie tells Drea about her boyfriend. Sunday is there like, go ahead and tell her. And Drea's just like, can y'all stop beating around the bush? Because Jackie's like, I love you, Drea. I adore you and all that. She was just like, well, what is it? What you got to tell me? And Sunday was just like, I already know. And Drea was just like, well, what is it? I think Malaysia was there too, but she ends up telling, my daughter had a boyfriend and it was your man. He was trying to get with her, talk to her. Y'all been dating for 6 months and he was trying to talk to her during those 6 months. And she didn't believe. She was like, that's not my man. That's not him. He didn't do it. And then Jackie's like, I got proof. And she pulls out this phone. I think it has text messages on it. And then it goes off. That basically was basketball wise. I really don't know. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. On the next episode, she's going to confront him about it. I think Dre can do better anyway. I understand they all basketball groupies and all that, but I'll just pick somebody who's not a basketball player. Really, because they all about that life. They all cheat. They all, have groupies, and it's just way too much drama, if you ask me. I'd much rather be with a doctor, a lawyer, somebody who has money, but not necessarily the groupie drama. So that was Basketball Wives LA. Thumbs up this video. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. Do you think she should continue with Orlando? Do you think they blowing it way out of proportion? And how do you feel about athletes if they cheat? Or would you just deal with it? Or would you just be like, I ain't got the time to deal with it. I'd rather be happy with somebody else. Let me know. Also follow me on Twitter at O's Midnight Love. And that's OS_Midnight_LUV. Also follow me on Instagram at DrinkMeUp21. The links will be in the more info box. All you have to do is click the links and click follow. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.